Hey guys, welcome back to Liminal Period. It's your girl Chun-Li Shoddy. In a previous video, I featured a segment from Pop the Balloon where Daryl, the guy that was described by many of the ladies as being too hood, found a match within Connie. Unfortunately, their relationship did not take off. However, I did want to do a follow-up on that story. Today, I want to take a look at Pop the Balloon Season 1 reunion where Rizoma, the young lady with the ponytail and zebra dress, was able to expand a little bit more as to why she made her comment. And anyways, I thought it was an interesting watch, so I want to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it.
But I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have
considered
a hat
a fake briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair
or
done.
something.
It's done. It's
So
done.
why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
I don't understand. I just want to.
I get it. You feel me? I've dealt with, you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we from
talking-
the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak.
Day-to-day
The
stuff.
irony.
Let's start with Daryl. So Daryl, after watching that and kind of like in that moment, were you shocked at how you felt like she was coming at you or whatever it may have been?
I can't say shocked because I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. I've been tested in ways I wouldn't expect it, and I almost felt like I was, I don't know, like, if I come on there and I tell you I'm from Chicago and I got a couple drinks and you tell me that you from the same place, it's almost like you saying something like that to trick me up at my spot. Cause everybody who from where I'm from and know people where I'm from, you just don't talk to them a certain way because people will give you what you're looking for. And I'm just extremely proud of myself. Always. I go back and look at the clip
As he should
sometimes
be.
because that is growth. That ain't the man that I've always been.
Okay. Yeah, and a lot of people were, commending you on that. It seems like you took it pretty well. You didn't, raise your voice, get upset, anything like that. You just, let her know how you felt, express yourself, and yeah.
Yeah.
And then so Rizoma, how, I guess I want to say during that situation, it seems like you were just like, all right, I'm thinking of everything. I'm gonna fire at this guy. I'm gonna say it all at once. Like, what was going through your mind in that moment?
So I guess I should just kind of give you all my thought process because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, you degraded him or anything like that. Which I can totally understand why they saw it that way. For me, it was more so like a correction. So
But a correction would imply that you are in the right. I really don't think that she feels bad about it. I don't think that she feels like it was degrading what she was saying to him or in the manner that she was delivering it. Because if you guys notice or not, she was actually cracking up when they were rewatching this clip as a group. So anyways, I think she feels justified in how she said it.
we came onto the show, you were playing a role, right? And this is my thought process. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pop my balloon right away. But he came on sneakers, joggers, briefcase, sweater, trucker hat, and then a fake flower. And I was like, okay. Kept analyzing. He was in front of me. I saw that the zipper was in the back of the briefcase. I was like, oh, it's open. There's nothing in there. And I was like, okay. I was like, so if you're gonna play a role, at least play it correctly, right? But it was almost like you half-assed it. And then if you're playing a role and that's really who you are, then it's like, okay, can't be upset. Bottom line is, I analyzed the entire situation. I saw a bunch of things that I didn't like. And then it was like, please don't get upset about this. But me and my friends made a drinking game of it. And we wanted to see how many times he said, you feel me? We couldn't even take shots. We had to have a regular drink because we couldn't do it. And so when I mentioned the higher vocabulary, I do want to apologize for that because people kind of saw it as oh, you're being rude. You're saying he's stupid. Or I was like, no, not at all. It's just, personally, I feel like if he was going to go on a date with someone, whether that was nerves or not, I couldn't imagine him being nervous on a date and we're talking and he says it over and over and over. And it's like,
So you saying the whole higher vocabulary was for him saying, "You feel me?"
Yeah,
Like,
it wasn't like, oh, you don't know how to speak or anything, which is why I say I wish I would have explained myself more. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, us being on a date and then him saying it over and over due to nerves, and I'm just looking at him with disgust or, like, looking at him annoyed. And it's like, that's not fair. Like,
See, she's telling this story trying to make it better, and I don't feel like it's getting any better. And I mean, I understand what she's saying as far as like there are just going to be certain tendencies or certain nuances about individuals that you don't find attractive. Sure, whatever. It's petty, but I guess, you know, some people don't like that certain people speak with a lisp. Some people don't like that I repeat myself a lot. People find that annoying. So
deserve to be with someone who's like, oh, he's nervous, like, that's cute. Like, even though he's saying you feel me, like, I still find it cute. I wouldn't find that cute. So it's kind of like, it was more like a protective thing. Like, I'm just giving you a correction. If you're going to play a role, play it right.
again, correction would imply that you're in the right. Again, she was saying that he was playing a role. She said that, oh, like his outfit didn't make sense. You had on sneakers, but you had on joggers, and then you had a button-up shirt, a fake flower, a briefcase, and then also a trucker hat. So again, like that is a very, I guess you could call it creative outfit, but I don't understand again what type of role is he pretending to be that you think that you're going to correct him with. Again, like if you don't like his style choices and you don't like the way that you guys are having conversation, maybe there is a barrier to communication, but I wouldn't say that, again, you're correcting him by roasting him.
Type. But you're gorgeous, though. And I said that.
And that's a backhanded compliment.
When you choose to correct someone and then you yourself fail in your conveyance of your sentence, what does that look like to you?
Oh, yeah, I messed up.
Stupid.
Which is fine.
You look
And I'm sure
stupid.
everyone saw it as like.
The term correct almost.
Everyone
bothered-
saw it. Everyone did not just see it as just a mistake. Everyone did not see it like that. Everyone saw that you were trying to be condescending.
me a little bit because as if what I'm presenting as myself is something wrong.
Right.
As if like you could have just said there's something that you don't like, but you even do it today. You take every single shot that you possibly can at everything about me, and it's like you didn't highlight every other gentleman as that such. Like, what about me that you see that you just want to take every pick at every problem that you could possibly see?
It wasn't like that.
But I'm because I watched your full episode, so I seen how other guys spoke to you, how you spoke to other guys, and you feel me. So like I feel like it's corny because you keep constantly trying to reach out to me after the show. So I honestly feel like
did not.
You try to play this it's corny because you attacking me as a person. That's who I am, bro. Like I came on the show, it's who I am, and you telling me that everything about me you don't like. But then outside of the show, you want to have a conversation or a hug or smile in my face or hey Daryl or it's a us. It ain't no us thing. The only reason why me and you had a viral clip is because I handle myself well. I very well could have been looked at as a sassy or an evil man if I would have gave you the response that you deserved. But I gave you what I felt like it needed to be presented because a lot of young men get tricked out of their spot dealing with young women like yourself. And I don't want to be the crash out example. I want an example that no matter what, you could still be able to hold yourself in a certain type of light.
No, that's fine. I guess for me, it was more so the moment you walked out, I felt as if like, because I felt like you were playing a role, which you later on came out and said you did lie about certain things, which means you were playing a role. You already disrespected,
What's the role?
Hold on. You already disrespected all the women on there because now we can't even make a genuine decision based off of the information you gave us.
What's the role? What's the role that I played?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. That's why
Just to add some context, the role that she's saying or the lie that she said that he presented to the rest of the women was on the original segment. He said that he had his own place. He said that he moved out to Arizona to take care of his grandma and his little sister and that he had his own place. In between airing that episode and this season 1 reunion, there was actually a follow-up interview that Arlette had with Daryl and Connie, the one that he matched with. And during that conversation, he did admit, he said, no, I told her after the show that I actually live with my grandma, but I pay for all of the bills. I pay for the mortgage. I pay for the utilities. So I'm actually out here financially supporting my grandma because she adopted my little sister. So technically, I don't live by myself. I live with my grandma and my sister.
Okay, I'm saying when I came on the show and I spoke my truth, everything that I told you guys was the truth about me. I was asked a question about space from one young lady. Anything that I said to you all that I presented, this is me. This is Daryl. I have a briefcase. What is fake or a lie about having a briefcase? I seen a flower at the store on some slick gentleman stuff. Whoever I was going, if I did like win with somebody, I was gonna take the flower off and present it to her. Like I think about little cute things like that. Like you feel me? So
and he has the briefcase today.
What is fake? Like what's the character that got presented on the show?
On some Eric shit, can I interject? Because I made a comment, and like I remember like we had a little back and forth.
We didn't have a back and forth. I'm gonna speak on that as well.
Let me
made a comment
hold on.
You made a comment saying that Rizoma was right.
No, so I before, because I want to set it up, because when I first watched that episode, that really it really affected me on the behalf of him, because I was like, dang, she really went in on him. You did on that follow-up, you verbally said that you lied, and that's where I was like, man, like I was really for you. You know what I'm saying?
So what was Rizoma right about? That's what.
So
that's what
where
our
I was coming
disagreements
from,
was.
and that's a good question.
Because Rizoma spoke about my presentation.
Yeah.
Like what I was wearing, how it was, just like how all the men spoke about your presentation. And it's odd for me because when I watched your episode, I supported your content. I went to your page, I reacted to it on my TikTok, and I don't know.
There was no tags, there was no follows. I did not see that support. I didn't hear it.
It seemed as though like you're a content creator, like with what you have going on.
No, I'm a photographer.
You're a photographer, so your Instagram is a business, right? It's monetized situation. So me putting that in front of the 44,000 followers that I have on TikTok and saying like, y'all should support her. They came at this black woman for wearing a hat.
I never saw no support.
Ma'am, it's not for you to see. I'm letting you listen. I didn't do it for
but if you're
I
gonna
do
claim
authentic
that,
things. Listen.
How is that authentic if you?
Let
Ma'am.
him finish, Taylor. Hold on one second.
I'm just letting you know what actually happened. I'm on my platform telling people that they should look at your platform because I don't like how the men treated you. And then you went under there and you said Rizoma was right about attacking.
That's not what I said.
You said maybe Rizoma was right. So what is she right about attacking my visible appearance like the men attacked you? So the men was right about you?
So in a way, I kind of see how you manipulate situations. And why I say.
Sorry, that's so crazy to me because she's saying that he is manipulating the situation because when she originally watched the episode and she saw the interaction between Daryl and Rizoma, she was on Daryl's side. She was in agreement with Daryl. Rizoma was too harsh and too brash and out of line for the things that she said and in the manner that she said it. Again, it was on the follow-up episode when Daryl and Connie had their interview that he shared his living situation, right? And he shared that with Connie after they matched, like immediately after they matched, and then he shared it with society, as in the public viewers on that episode. So again, you're saying that, oh yeah, well then she was right for dogging you. Because now we know that you don't actually live in your own space and that you lied or you exaggerated or you didn't tell the full truth on that question. The two things are separate. It's again, like if I was to watch her episode, right, like she was talked about a lot. Like a lot of guys were eliminating her because she was wearing a weird hat. Would it be fair if we watched this, did not like the way that she interacted, and then go back to those episodes and say, well, you know what, those guys are correct for not liking your hat because you are weird, so the hat makes sense. Like would that be okay? Or would that be normal?
That is because somebody said, how I see that is if you were going to support me, there was no tag on that. And yeah, that like,
I don't know, like for me, that feels slightly more authentic. It's kind of like those influencers that you see, right? They're constantly tagging advertisers and promoters and things like that because they've been sent this item. So of course they're encouraging you to buy it. So again, that's not an authentic review. That's not an authentic customer, not a real one, right? Because they were given to it for free. So again, it's like, to remove all of that, what do? Hey, I'm gonna do a non-sponsored video today. I want to talk about my best top 10 items that I'm not getting paid to do, and I'm not tagging them so that they don't think that I'm doing this to chase clout. I don't know, like, again, like, maybe we're all just so twisted in the way that we're thinking that not tagging someone means that you're not showing support.
Same position, and that's how I can recognize it. And this is a healing moment. Like, I want to get on the same page.
I have to show you I'm supporting you for you to feel like.
Well, I mean, you said you were supporting me, but to me, I didn't. All I was seeing was that I'm 60. I'm not 28. I'm Willy Wonka. I'm
But
Cam
listen,
Newton.
if I do it like, hey yo, if I hit you up in your DM, hey yo, come on my TikTok. I just shouted you out.
That would have been
That's
a
unauthentic.
bridge
That's me
point.
wanting to thank you from you. I supported you on my platform
Regardless
because
if you see it or
it didn't matter if you see it or not. I
mean,
want my people to go support a black woman who say that she in the hat business and she do photography, and I'm trying to be a model. So
But how in a way, and no, I'm gonna stand strong as a woman who wants to. I want to connect with you, and I want to build a bridge of understanding right now. Personally, I didn't feel supported, but I could say I do get you, because on the YouTube video I did say something to Rizoma like, dang girl, like, and you didn't see that. And that's where I could take accountability with that. So I didn't know that you supported me. Where I was coming from with Rizoma is, I think
It shouldn't matter if someone supports you or not if you're, again, just providing objective feedback. You know what I mean? I don't need people to like me in order for me to agree with them. And just because you dislike me doesn't mean that I'm automatically going to disagree with you.
that in this type of setting, there is something that people who are behind the screen don't have, which is the vibe and the feel. And I feel like maybe Rizoma was coming from a place of like, yeah, she was saying all that, and I'm not saying what she was saying all the way was right. But I'm saying that I'm kind of trying to give you the perspective of why I was saying maybe she was right, and I think it was maybe her discernment, because then, as I stood for you and I did say something, and then you openly said you were lying, I was like, oh, like, dang, I was supporting someone who was being deceptive, and maybe that's what she was picking up on. And so that's why I was saying maybe Rizoma was right.
Let's not do the maybes.
To an extent, I understand what she's saying as far as, like, the people that are viewing at home, including myself, we only get one depiction, and that's what we were seeing on the screen. However, she's saying that there might have been different vibes, there might have been different interactions beforehand, right? So again, if that was the case and it was really Rizoma's intuition or discernment or whatever you want to call it, why didn't she just pop the balloon and say, hey, I just don't find you attractive. Hey, I'm just not feeling the chemistry. But no, she went in on his looks. And like, that's my thing. It's like, again, you're trying to justify why Rizoma did what she did, providing all of these maybes, giving her the most benefit of the doubt, when again, you were already in his shoes.
And Rizoma spoke to me about how I spoke and the clothes that I was wearing. You said on social media, Rizoma was right. What was Rizoma right about?
Maybe she was right to
Because you want to
discern.
be,
So
even though you might have like, because of what you seen watching the TV show, you might have wanted me to be something in your imagination, and
No,
I
I
understand
was-
that. But when I came on and I told my truth, I never lied about my truth. When I was asked the question, I didn't answer the question all the way authentically as I should have. I understand if Rizoma has said something like, you feel me, like, I feel like you up here faking, or you up here lying to us, and then you up on social media saying Rizoma is right.
She ain't saying
Rizoma
none of
came
that.
at the way that I talk and the way that I had dressed, just like the dudes came at the way that you dressed. So I feel like that's corny for you to say maybe Rizoma was right, ha ha ha. And then when I say my response is, I support your business, and I think you're a beautiful black woman. I don't like how you was treated on the show. Why would you hype somebody else being evil when people was evil to you on the show? You still trying to stay on the Rizoma was right. I ain't see that you supported me. Like, I had to block you. I wasn't finna go back and forth with you.
All right, let's.
So I'm going to go ahead and end the clip here. Please do go check out the full season reunion if you guys are interested. I'm going to include the link in the description box down below. But I'm very happy to hear that Daryl decided that he will block some of these women or have already blocked some of these women. And people need to learn from that. Sometimes we just don't need to engage and interact with certain energy because we're just going to continue to go in circles, okay? As we can see, Rizoma does not feel bad about what she said. She is very confident and feels very justified in her message as well as in the delivery. And then you also have women that are siding with her. And that is the double standard that exists in modern day dating. Anyways, I've enjoyed this conversation and I hope you guys did too. And I look forward to speaking again with you guys next time. Bye.